Setting up a newsletter subscription option through Foodie is actually very easy and something that's very slick. On the demo, there was actually a little section up here at the top that you could do it. Lots of times you see it in the sidebar, but the best part is that it's already styled so that if you use the right widget and set it up correctly, it's styled to match your site, which is excellent. It's going to look really slick. It's going to be fast. You're not going to have to jump in the code. There are so many different e-newsletter services and otherwise, and I know this plugin works with a lot of them. The ones that I've used and would be the only two that I would recommend would be Mailchimp, and if you really had to go free bare bones using something like FeedBurner, Mailchimp is still free up to 1,000 subscribers, so you kind of get the best service for free for quite a long time, unless that's just not at all what's in your vision. We use Mailchimp. I really like them. And so I'll show you how to set up Mailchimp, which is a little bit more difficult, and as well as FeedBurner and what you would need to do there. Within your Foodie site, if I just go to my dashboard and go to Appearance and Widgets, we will use this eNews. And there it is, Genesis eNews Extended. I believe this was also one of the ones that was automatically downloaded. If you don't see this, you can go download the plugin and find it. It's just called Genesis eNews Extended. Same thing, drag and drop where you like it, and we can start adding details. I'll say something like subscribe for updates. Of course, you can include text before or after if that fits. And very easily, we have our options. The first one would be FeedBurner. If you were going to use that option, this is incredibly easy. You would just grab your feed link. So like ours is feedburner.com/ManelSpaker. I could copy this, place it in there, and be ready to go. The other thing I would have to make a note of is under your FeedBurner settings, like in your actual account, you have to go to email subscriptions and activate to allow people to sign up. The best part about this is that it's quick, it's easy, and that FeedBurner will just automatically send an email when you put out a new post. The flip side is Mailchimp, you get things like controlling when people are actually getting emails, how to set up an RSS feed. You can set up a newsletter separate. They can get updates differently. And so you just have full control using something like Mailchimp. So if you were going to do FeedBurner, you just do those two things, activate your subscription and add that link, and you would be good to go. You can also, I think, edit some of these details down here. It's definitely more limited. It's very like it's either use FeedBurner or not. There's not many options on the in between. For Mailchimp, if you sign up for a Mailchimp account, or if you already have one, if you go into your either your current list or you create a list, I'm just going to set up some quick details in here. Of course, this is all specific to your list or what you need, but I'm just going to create a quick list so that I have something to reference. Now that I'm in my list, I just created a new list, access your other list if you want it to be people to be subscribed there. Click Signup Forms, and then under Embedded Forms, we have a number of different options. It really doesn't matter because we're not going to take any of that styling. We're going to use our own. I usually go to naked just to make it easy, and then select this section. You can't select just part of it, so you're going to be forced to copy it. And then if I open like a little text edit and paste that, so now that I have that code in here, I just need one little section that is specific to my list, and it'll be specific to yours as well. And it is right in here. It's this form action one, but I don't need the whole form action. I just need the part. So right after the quote here, and I'm going to select that, and I'm going to copy that little section, and I'm going to take that and actually post that. That's going to be my form action. So I'm going to paste that little snippet of code in there. And then in email field, I just do email, all caps. You don't need to do anything else. You can do first and last names, but that's just up to you. I think it looks most slick to just ask for an email and use that. You can open the confirmation page in the same window. I think as it goes through default, which is something you'd set up through Mailchimp, is a good fit. Adding any of this other content that you want, I usually use submit instead of go, but you'll be able to quickly see what looks good for you. And if we go to our site, we have a subscribe for updates. It already matches my font in there, as well as in my email address. If you see that matches, and this matches as well. So people could add their email address and be ready to go. Same thing, you could use another widget and pull this somewhere else, or you could drag this widget if you didn't want it there, and you could put it at the top ad section. And what that looks like, just for a quick example, is refreshing the page, it has this subscribe for updates. And I could add some text or otherwise, but people could actually subscribe to my newsletter right at the top. That looks really slick. Of course, it's nice because if someone just comes to a new page and they haven't seen your site before, it's very easy and streamlined for them to find that and subscribe. But that's really it. So depending on if you're using FeedBurner or Mailchimp, just grab the right little snippet of code, use the eNews widget section, save it, add it, just customize it for what you're looking for, and you'll be set up to start receiving email addresses for your list. Again, just to make sure I've covered my bases, on Mailchimp, to actually start sending out emails, you'll have to set that up directly through Mailchimp and get that all set up. And they have plenty of great tutorials and helpful advice to do that. FeedBurner will just do it automatically as long as you've activated that subscription. So this is mostly to collect email addresses for that newsletter that you're hoping to send.